All right, folks, welcome a little bit early to our coverage of East Grand Forks versus Delano. We're just going to test out our audio before a 7 o'clock start to our broadcast. 7:30 is the scheduled start time for our varsity matchup between the Green Wave and the Tigers. Minnesota girls
The following is a presentation of KNOX Sports.
All right, welcome to our coverage of East Grand Forks girls hockey on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. Tonight, the Lady Wave take on the Delano Tigers. This is Minnesota high school hockey on KNOX. We covered the Green Wave when they played Tuesday this week, their most recent action of the 2024-2025 season. The Green Wave took down the Pirates from Crookston in a conference matchup by a score of 2-1. That pushed their record to 3-2 overall on the season. That was the conference opener for East Grand Forks. Their opponent tonight is undefeated so far this year. They have an undefeated record standing at 3-0. with those wins coming against Visitation, Wasonia, and South St. Paul. Delano just west of the Twin Cities, traveling north to East Grand Forks. The boys team will be taking on East Grand Forks High School tomorrow afternoon for a matinee. We will also have coverage for that game brought to you on the KNOX Live Sports Network. We're starting off tonight with our pregame show. This pregame show is brought to you by Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life. Slow pitch softball, or if your team is trying to get a little bit more professional talking to clients, have them upholster your branded needs. And then also this pregame show is brought to you by our partners at True North Equipment. True North Equipment is your local John Deere dealer. We're going to start off by taking a look at our drive for the title. This is our Minnesota Section 8A standing, still very early on in the season. East Grand Forks only having played one conference game. Thief River Falls having played two. Every other team besides from International Falls and Crookston that is as well has yet to play that many section games. Also in action tonight, we have Warroad taking on Holy Family. Northern Lakes is at International Falls, Sartell at Thief River Falls, and then the game that we'll have for you this evening, East Grand Forks versus Delano. Delano, like we mentioned just a moment ago, they are undefeated this year with a record of 3-0. Last year they lost in the section semifinals, losing that one. They did play East Grand Forks in the 2024-2025 season just a season ago. They had the best of the Green Wave. They won that one by a score of 5-2. But their resume so far early on this season, impressive. They have 4.33 goals per game, giving up only less than a goal per game through 3.67 goals against for this Tigers team from Delano. East Grand Forks coming off a conference win, feeling good about themselves. They have a 3.80 goals per game, giving up just under that 3.20 goals against for the Lady Wave early on this season. We're getting ready for a 7:30 puck drop inside the Civic Center tonight. This is Green Wave Girls High School Hockey on the KNOX Live Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop proudly supports our local high school athletes on the field, the court, and beyond. Just like sports, adventure starts with the right gear. The Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure begins.
Welcome back to our coverage of Minnesota high school hockey on the Rivards Turf and Forge Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network, getting ready for a 7:30 puck drop for the Lady Wave. East Grand Forks taking on the Tigers of Delano, just west of the Twin Cities. Making a northern trip, their boys team will be playing East Grand Forks boys tomorrow afternoon here inside the Civic Center. Tonight their boys are up in Moorhead. The girls are up in East Grand Forks. Tomorrow the ladies will swap and they'll travel to Thief River Falls, and of course the boys team will be here in Eastside inside the Civic Center. We'll also have coverage available for you of that East Grand Forks Delano boys game in a matinee matchup tomorrow afternoon on KNOX Live Sports. For right now, we're making our way through this pregame report. Pregame report brought to you by True North Equipment. True to our values, driven by you, and Signature Graphics. We craft your vision, you watch it come to life. Next, we'll take a look at our next segment, and that is going to be our tools of the game, brought to you by State Farm. Logan Karski Agency, building game plans to protect what matters most to you. Home insurance, car insurance, life insurance, bundle it all together with Logan at State Farm, the sponsor of our Tools to the Game segment, where we're going to take a look at the players who we're going to be keeping an eye on, and we're going to be saying their name frequently throughout the course of the broadcast this evening. Starting off with the visitors, the Delano Tigers. Kaylin Whitwer, she's the leading scorer for Delano. They've only played 3 games. She has 7 points, 3 goals, and 4 assists for Whitwer. Also featured is Ellie Lean. Ellie Lean is a player on the Delano Tigers. We're going to pull her up on our program here. She's only a freshman, so very hopeful is the head coach for Delano, Lance Reynolds, that she has a bright future ahead of herself. And then we also have Savannah Guyan. Savannah Guyan is a goaltender. Like we mentioned earlier on in this pregame report, the Tigers through 3 games, allowing less than a goal per game, 0.67 goals against for the Tigers very early on here in the 2025-2026 season. A lot of that thanks to Guyan. She's been splitting the net with Sydney Ross so far this season. Guyan giving up less than a goal a game herself, 0.50 goals against average, and then that goes along with a very eye-popping, impressive .982 save percentage. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on for East Grand Forks. Delano playing very strong defensively, and it certainly helps to have a solid goaltender in net, and that's what the Tigers have with Savannah Guyan to go along with Kaylin Whitwer, a very impactful forward for Delano. Now the players to watch for East Grand Forks on our State Farm Logan Karski Agency Tools of the Game. Blake Schultz, who just on Tuesday was recognized for achieving the 200-point mark in her career of Minnesota high school hockey, an incredible achievement, and then she went out to have 2 points, an assist, and then the game-winning goal in a 2-1 win over their conference rival, the Crookston Pirates. So an incredible game for Blake Schultz after she was recognized for that 200-point achievement. A great mark to reach in her high school career. Schultz this season through 5 games, she's averaging a goal a game. 5 goals to go along with 3 assists, 8 points on the year for Blake Schultz. Also listed is Laurel Colstow. Colstow through 5 points, through 5 games, averaging a point a game, 3 goals and 2 assists. Solid stat line for the senior. And then Jolie Aker, a name who's featured on that second line for East Grand Forks. She really teams up nicely with Keely Janicki. Jolie Aker, only a freshman herself, as is Janicki, and they're excellent line mates. You can really see the chemistry. Aker has 3 goals through the season early on for the Green Wave. This is a look at our tools of the game, brought to you once again by State Farm Logan Karski Agency, building game plans to protect what matters most to you. Life insurance, car insurance, and house insurance. Bundle it all together with Logan at State Farm. We're going to take another break here. Word from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll continue on with this pregame report brought to you by Signature Graphics and True North Equipment. We'll be right back.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to proagequip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our #1.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
Welcome back to the Signature Graphics and Apparel True North Equipment pregame show, getting ready for East Grand Forks Girls High School Hockey as they play host to the Delano Tigers inside the Civic Center on the KNOX Live Sports Network. We're in two places tonight over in Grand Forks at the old Eagles Arena. It's now called the Blue Line Iceplex. That'll take some time getting used to. Ryan Cunningham on the call with Ryan Coots. As Red River is starting their season, they're playing host to Roseau to kick off North Dakota High School Hockey, taking on a Section 8 Minnesota High School Hockey team. You can also catch that on the KNOX Live Sports Network. Click the logo of our channel and then click the Live tab. Or you could tell your friends, your family, and your colleagues to visit our website, knoxradio.com, and go to the Live Sports tab to check out all of our content, not only tonight, but for the remainder of this high school sports season. And we're getting into the thick of the winter sports season. High school hockey is a busy time of year for us, coincides with high school basketball, of course, as well. Lots of excitement. East Grand Forks picking up their first conference win of the season in their first conference game against Crookston on Tuesday. Let's take a look at the keys to the game in this one. The keys to the game are brought to you by Jarrell Sports. See what's new for the season. Stop in today. And starting off with the visitors, they're going to want to continue their offensive production. We've been bragging about how strong they've been defensively, only giving up .67 goals against through the 3 games that they've played so far, but they're also averaging over 4 goals as well. So that's a sign of a solid offense for the Tigers. They're going to want to continue with that production offensively and then staying solid in net. So that plays kind of both of those hands, offensively and defensively. Playing in net tonight for Delano is going to be Savannah Guyan. She has a whopping .982 save percentage to go along with a .5 goals against average. So staying solid in net and then just keep on doing what you're doing. The Tigers are undefeated with a record of 3-0 with over 4 goals scored per game and less than 1 goal against for the Tigers, playing very solid hockey early on. And the keys to the game for East Grand Forks: support your goaltender and Delano's high-powered offense. You're going to want to keep those opportunities to the outside, limit those grade A chances from the Tigers. So support the goaltender. Not sure who's starting in net. We'll have that for you when we bring you the starting lineups after our next break. It could be Kasager. It could be Another goaltender for East Grand Forks. Did not get the opportunity to talk to head coach Chad Kleinfachter, first year coaching the Green Wave, but got to support their goaltender, whoever that is in net. Got to imagine it could be Reese Kasager, who only gave up 1 goal against Crookston for East Grand Forks on Tuesday in that win against Crookston. Then stretch the ice when able. East Grand Forks feels like they have a lot of talent offensively, and they have the defenders who have the ability to move the puck fluidly through all 3 zones. So put the puck onto the tape of your playmakers, including, of course, Blake Schultz, someone who we mentioned during the State Farm Logan Karski Agency Tools of the Game segment. Schultz already with 8 points this season, 5 goals and 3 assists through 5 games. She is at the 200-point mark in her career, but she's not alone. She has some other players, teammates who can score as well. Up front helping her will be Laurel Kalstow. We'll also see Braley Rasmussen. I also like that freshman combo on the second line for East Grand Forks, Keely Janicki and Jolie Aker. So stretching the ice to those playmakers led by Blake Schultz, with the support of the defense being able to move the puck, get it out of the zone and onto the tape of those players who can really change the game for the Green Wave. Those are going to be the keys to the game, along with supporting your goaltender defensively. Once again, those keys to the game brought to you by Jarrell Sports. See what's new for the season. Stop in today at Hockey World. Get your skates sharpened there. Pick up your sock tape, your stick tape. Not only hockey equipment, they'll have gear for whatever sport it is you play, whether that's basketball, tennis, volleyball, what have you. See what's new for the season and stop in today at Jarrell Sports, the sponsor of our Keys to the Game segment. We're making our way through this pregame show, and when we come back, we'll have starting lineups, and we'll be pretty close to puck drop inside the Civic Center. This is East Grand Forks Hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Nelson Auto in Grand Forks is proud to sponsor area athletics. We know the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto at Grand Forks, home to Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and business.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
Welcome back. We are wrapping up our pregame report, getting ready for East Grand Forks girls high school hockey taking on the Delano Tigers tonight. This pregame show is brought to you by our partners, Signature Graphics. We craft your vision, you watch it come to life. And True North Equipment, true to our values, driven by you, your local John Deere dealer, True North Equipment, as well as Signature Graphics, are the sponsors of this pregame report that we're wrapping up, really on pace for a 7:30 puck drop. The JV game ended ahead of schedule, so nothing should be delaying us. We are on schedule for this puck drop between East Grand Forks and the Delano Tigers on the KNOX Live Sports Network. Delano undefeated so far this season. Like we mentioned, while we talk through this, we'll bring up our drive for the title segment that we showed you earlier, allow you to take a look at the teams that are in Minnesota Section 8A of girls high school hockey. Still very early on in the season, especially in conference play, so don't take too much stock in where the standings are at tonight. Also in action, however, we have some teams that are playing inside the conference. Warroad is traveling to Holy Family. The rest of the conference who's playing tonight appears to be at home. Northern Lakes is traveling to International Falls. Thief River Falls playing host to Sartell. And then, of course, here inside the Civic Center, we have the Green Wave playing host to Delano. Like we mentioned, a team that's 3-0 to start this season with impressive numbers, both offensively averaging over 4 goals per game and defensively giving up less than a goal per game. So not only are they hard to score against, but they bury the puck offensively as well. Their 3 wins coming against Visitation, winning that one tightly by a score of 2-1, then defeating Wasonia with a running time score of 6-0, and then South St. Paul by a score of 5-1. Right now we'll move forward and talk about our starting lineups. These starting lineups are brought to you by our partners, Forks Fence Company, powered by Greenworks, Grand Forks' #1 fence company. We'll bring you to our live action screen here as the starting lineups are read over the public address announcement system inside the Civic Center. Starting off with Delano, starting in goal will be junior Savannah Guyan. She's had impressive numbers, .50 goals against average, .982 save percentage. Then defensively on the blue line will be number 23. Number 23 for Delano is going to be Ruby Danielson. Her defensive partner is going to be number 26. That is Olivia Campos. The left wing is number 9, Violet Phoebe. Centering line number 1 is the leading scorer for the Tigers. That's number 4, Kaylin Whitwer. And then at right wing is going to be number 6, Elena Pettit. That is your starting lineup for the Delano Tigers, and we will await the starting lineups here for East Grand Forks, the Green Wave. It looks like starting in net for East Grand Forks is going to be number 31. Emma Piper, number 35, wearing a different jersey number. Emma Piper starting in net. Addie Gelman on the blue line. Her partner is going to be number 12, Ava Kleinwachter. Then starting forward line number 1 is going to be number 13, Laurel Colstow. Will be right wing is Keely Dronen, and then centering line number 1 is going to be number 8, Blake Schultz. Once again, these are your starting lineups brought to you by Forks Fence Company, powered by Greenworks. We're going to take our final break and come back with Puck Drop. We will resume with East Grand Forks Hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
It's game day, and whether you're feeding the family or the entire team, Hugo's is the place to go. Score big with favorites from the meat department, delicious fresh veggies, and don't forget about the bakery to celebrate the big win. Hugo's Family Marketplace, your game day headquarters.
Thief River Glass handles it all. Aluminum storefronts, auto glass, windows, shower enclosures, and more. Just like our athletes, we're built for every season. No job is too big or too small. Call 218-681-1333 for year-round dependable service.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades, or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience.
Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
For expert sales and service, visit Acme Equipment or online at acmekubota.com.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
And that is good timing. Right as we welcome you back, that wraps up this playing of the Star Spangled Banner here inside the Civic Center. Just moments away from puck drop between East Grand Forks and the Delano Tigers. That will do it for our pregame show. That pregame show, of course, brought to you by our partners at Signature Graphics. We craft your vision, you watch it come to life, as well as True North Equipment. True to our values and driven by you, your local John Deere dealer. East Grand Forks with a 3-2 record to start the 2025-2026 season under the guidance of their first-year head coach, Chad Kleinwachter. The head coach for the Delano Tigers is Lance Reynolds. And this first period, like the second and the third, will be brought to you by PS Garage Doors. The PS stands for Pride and Service. Blake Schultz going up against Whitwer. That opening faceoff comes to the near wall. We are ready to go on a Friday night inside the Civic Center. Delano controlling play after the opening faceoff. A pass through the neutral zone gets redirected, bringing it to the far side and handing it off to Schultz is Gelman. It gets intercepted at the point. Taking that is Campos. She pushes it down into the far corner. Phoebe grabs it. She gets pestered by the East Grand Forks defenders, but Phoebe skates it back towards the point. Phoebe's going to drop it off to Campos on the far side. She fires a shot on net, but it is saved by the goaltender for East Grand Forks, and that tonight that is going to be Emma Piper, number 35, the sophomore goaltender for the Green Wave. Emma Piper has had a couple of games played. She's been sharing the net with Reese Kasager so far early this season, getting the nod tonight against non-conference opponent, the Delano Rockford Tigers. Streaking towards the net on the near side is Colstow, but is not able to chase down that pass that originated behind the red line, so we will have an icing, and that will result in a defensive zone face-off for East Grand Forks. Be taken to the left of sophomore netminder Emma Piper. Taking it for the Green Wave, looks like Keely Janicki going up against Beck for Delano. Janicki wins it to the near side. Berg gives it a whack. It's a turnover towards the front of the net, and throwing a shot on is Thompson. That was Avery Thompson, the sophomore for the Tigers, and they are a young hockey team. They only have 2 seniors, and they are undefeated, so it looks like a good stretch upcoming for Delano Rockford. Skating with it in the near corner is Thompson, looking to center it, but batting that out of danger is Jolie Aker. Over to the far corner, Brooke Hecht will try utilize the glass, not able to get it out of the zone. Berg fighting for it below her goal line, comes towards a dangerous area right on top of the crease. Getting that one back below the goal line is Brooke Hecht. Comes to the near wing. East Grand Forks still not able to get it out. Good pressure being applied by the Delano forecheck. And right as I say that, East Grand Forks able to get it out towards center ice. A chance here. Hecht elects to cross the red line. Tired legs on the ice for East Grand Forks. Hecht wins a battle at the Delano blue line. Still not able to get it entirely deep, but long enough for the forechecker Jolie Aker to take possession. After the turnover, Aker's centering feed does not find its intended target. Delano brings it to the near wall, and they break it out towards center ice. Chasing after it below her own goal line, throwing on the brakes is Kleinwachter. Passes it to the near wing. It's turned over, rung around to the far hash marks, picked up in stride by Kiera Bai. Bai skating past a defender along the far wall, looking to center it, goes right on top of the crease to the near side. Here's Campos, the defenseman, skating it out herself. She gets stopped at the East Grand Forks blue line and is pressed up against the glass there, but is able to get it deep below the goal line of the Green Wave. Kira Bai trying to get that one out. It's held in by Connor. She rings it around to the near hash marks. And it's held there by Pettit. Pettit throws it towards the front of the net. Whacking after it is Phoebe. But standing tall for East Grand Forks is Emma Piper. A slap shot and a hard one on the far side. Hits traffic. Excuse me, East Grand Forks able to get that out. That was a hard shot from number 7 for Delano, Sydney Connor, the defender. Brooke Hecht in the far corner trying to get it to her defensive partner. However, it's taken over by Schultz. Blake Schultz entering the attacking end. Has it on her forehand. Circles the net, trying to center it. Comes back to the point. Not able to get it clean possession is Colstow. She's forced to go to the near wall. The teams fight for possession, and Delano is able to get it out to center ice. Is it strong enough for icing? It is. That will stop our clock with 13:04 remaining here in period number 1 on our Ultra Health System scoreboard. So forgive me, I'll allow my clock to get caught up to what is being displayed inside the Civic Center in East Grand Forks. Schultz will take this offensive zone draw for the Green Wave. She wins it to the near side. Colstow pushes it further below the goal line of the Tigers. Schultz gets possession at the top of the circles, looking to get a shot off, but lots of traffic in between her and the net. Gets directed below the goal line. Now it comes back to the point. Gelman with a strong wrist shot, misses just wide. Comes to the near side. It's going to be picked up by Delano's number 15. That's going to be Ava Werner, and she's going to come all the way back and throw a shot on net, saved by Piper. Rebound goes to the far side. Hecht skates it out of the zone for East Grand Forks. Turns it over at her own blue line. And then it will come to Gelman, and she will dump it all the way down, and that will result in an icing. Will allow the clock to continue ticking. Just 12:20 remaining in period number 1 on our Ultra Health System scoreboard. We're still scoreless. East Grand Forks is yet to register a shot on net. Delano has put 4 towards the netminder for the Green Wave. Emma Piper, she stopped them all. Janicki taking the defensive zone face-off, wins it to the near side. Looks like a nice set play, trying to get connected with Akers streaking out of the zone. Gets deflected, but it comes out to center ice. Here's Connor, looking to pass to the far side. Gets deflected. Icing is called off. Kleinwachter has it taken away below her own goal line. She gets it back. She's going to pass it to the near wing to Varnson. Varnson uses the boards, but it gets stopped, not out of the zone. Berg has it. Comes to the near side. Kleinwachter looking for a breakout pass, puts it on the tape to Varnson. Varnson not able to clear, and then a shot coming from Connor. Didn't get all of it on it, right onto the stick of Keely Janicki. Janicki passes it to Aker. Akers' return pass to Janicki gets deflected, goes below the goal line of the Tigers. A shot from an odd angle there from Varnson is wide. East Grand Forks starting to apply some pressure now. Still looking for their first shot on net. Comes back to the point. Megan Berg rifles one. Did that make it on net? It did. Shot on net gets deflected to the far wall. Kleinwachter, the defender, all the way down below the goal line in the attacking end, springs loose, and Delano skates away with it. They have tired legs. They'll cross center ice. A dump and change. Berg breaking it out for East Grand Forks, rings it around to the far wall. Kiera Bai stopped at the east side blue line, goes back down low. Kleinwachter collects it. Comes to the near side. Varnson unable to catch that breakout pass, broken up by Delano's number 28. That's Thompson. Thompson trying to make her way towards the front of the net, just throws it right into the pads of Emma Piper, and she does not give up a rebound. Job well done by the sophomore goaltender for the Green Wave, and she hops on top of it for a stoppage. Once again, we'll allow our clock to continue to tick to get caught up. Just 10:38 remaining in period number 1. Defensive zone draw won by East Grand Forks. Gelman breaks it out herself. Good display of her skating ability. She gets stopped at the blue line. Comes back to Claire McDonald, and she'll push it deep for the Green Wave. Magana gives chase. Comes back to Claire McDonald. She'll ring it back down low. Connor over to the far side. It's picked up by Guyen. Guyen moves it forward. The pass through the neutral zone results in a turnover, and then East Grand Forks has a turnover at the Delano blue line. Comes to Schultz, and she's going to skate towards the net with speed. She gets taken down. No whistle on the play. That appears to be the right call. Brooke Hecht all by herself. 3 Delano Tigers. Thankfully, it's an icing for East Grand Forks against Delano, rather. It will be an offensive zone face-off for the Green Wave with 9:47 remaining in the first period. Schultz out on the ice, and every time she's on the ice for the Green Wave, first-year head coach Chad Kleinwachter feels confident that she has the ability to make a play. She wins that face-off, comes back to her teammate Keely Dronin. Her shot gets deflected to the near corner. Schultz comes to Kolstow on the near side. Kolstow trying to make it her way back towards the middle of the slot. Kleinwachter dumps it deep at the near point. Gaining possession of it is Schultz, gives it back to Kleinwachter. Her wrist shot gets deflected. Getting a stick on that one was Dronin, but it did not make its way on net. Skating it out is Danielson, the defender for Delano. She's stopped at the circles in the attacking end for the Tigers. Comes back to the point, a shot looking for a deflection. Wisely there was Danielson for Delano. Comes to Schultz on the far side. She throws on the brakes, trying to make her way back towards the middle of the ice. Loose puck, chance for East Grand Forks. They score! A loose puck is thrown in by Laurel Kolstow, thrown towards the net by Blake Schultz, and the first team on the board is East Grand Forks. Let's take a look at that replay, brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. After some pressure being applied, East Grand Forks quickly breaks it out of their own zone. Schultz gets taken down to the ice. All the attention towards her, none on Laurel Kolstow, all by herself on the front of the net. And East Grand Forks gets the first of the game with 8:58 remaining in period number 1. Kolstow with the assist. So it's Kolstow from Schultz at the 8:01 mark of period number 1. The Green Wave get the first against the undefeated Tigers here. And it's interesting, only their second shot on net. Schultz pushing it towards the net. All the attention from the Delano defenders on Schultz. Kolstow all by herself on top of the crease. And she takes advantage of her opportunity. We continue to play on. East Grand Forks with it in their defensive zone. They push it to the near corner. Delano feeling the need to respond, all of a sudden having a sense of urgency. This is skated out by Kolstow, the goal scorer, and it's dumped right back into the attacking end by the Tigers. Gelman looking for a breakout pass to the near side, just out of reach of its intended target, looking for Kolstow. It will go all the way down and result in an icing, a defensive zone face-off upcoming for East Grand Forks. 7:55 remaining here in period number 1. We're still going to try to get caught up on our All True Health System scoreboard for those of you watching on KNOX Live Sports. We're about 30 seconds behind, 35 seconds behind. Hopefully we'll get caught up by the end of this period. We'll continue to provide you verbal updates. Green Wave trying to get it out of their own end on the near side. Poking at it towards center ice is Peyton Barneson. It's collected there by Danielson. Danielson puts a shot towards the net, deflects to the far side. An opportunity streaking out of her own zone is Janicki, but she loses her stick. Aker continues to give chase. Comes back to Janicki. She just picked up that stick, gives it back to Aker. Aker looking to make a move towards the net, throws on the brakes, throws a shot, misses high. Janicki gives chase to the far corner, comes back to the point to Hecht. Hecht tries, dump it right back deep. Janicki trying to give it back to Hecht. And Delano has forced some traffic in the far side. East Grand Forks now able to regain possession. A shot from the near side. Kleinwachter misses. Comes back to the point. Hecht unable to get that one deep, and it's immediately cleared by Delano's number 28, Avery Thompson, with 6:50 remaining. So it looks like we will catch up on our All True Health System scoreboard. East Grand Forks leading Delano 1-0 early thanks to a goal from Laurel Colstow. The assist courtesy of Blake Schultz. Gelman with it at the point, making a defender from Delano miss. Comes back to the near side. Shot from McDonald goes on to the tape of Delano's number 7, Connor. Connor will dump it into the far side. Winning a battle below the goal line is Gelman. She'll skate this out of her own end herself. She crosses center ice, entering the attacking end. Puck is towards the high slot, looking for a spinorama shot. There is Kiera Bai, not able to get it on frame. Delano clears it out towards center ice, and it goes into the Tiger bench, so that will result in a stoppage with 6:13 remaining in period number 1. East Grand Forks still leading the Delano Rockford Tigers 1-0 on our All True Health System scoreboard. Neutral zone face-off, one back to Hecht. She'll dump it deep. Giving chase for east side is Braley Rasmussen to the near corner. Campos looking to go D to D. Rasmussen forces a turnover on the return pass back to Campos. Rasmussen looking for some support on the forecheck. Comes back to the point. Hecht will dump it into the near side. Cross ice dump in. Collected immediately by Campos, and she crosses center ice, and she looks for the pass to the near side, but maybe Campos did not cross center ice. That will result in a stoppage. Campos trying to get connected there with number 19, Peyton Bright, the freshman. And once again, this is a very young Delano team. They only have 2 seniors this season. They're undefeated to start the year very early on, only 3 games deep for the Tigers, but they feel very hopeful about their prospects for the rest of the season. East Grand Forks with the chance there, looking to center that one was Keely Dronin, unable to get connected with Schultz on the back post. The first line out there for East Grand Forks. Always got to be a little extra cautious defensively if you're the opponent. Icing is called off. Hecht has it below her own goal line, has it taken away. Pettit has it. Her centering feed right on top of the crease. Still loose, but great job right there by Emma Piper. She stands tall. East Grand Forks still leads. Coming back the other way is Colstow. Her shot gets saved. Rebound cleared to the far side. Claire McDonald rifles one towards the net. Puck is still loose. Giving chase to the near side is Dronin, trying to get it back to the point. It's a turnover. Tired legs on the ice for Delano, and they're going to clear this one 200 feet down the length of the ice, which will result in an icing. Great pressure being applied by the Green Wave top forward line, generating a couple of grade A opportunities, but the score still remains 1-0 on our scoreboard with just over 4:40 remaining in the first period. Defensive zone draw won by the Tigers. Back to Campos. Pass to the far wing. Nice breakout play by the Tigers as it comes back to the near side. Peyton Bright has this one taken away by McDonald. She rings it around all the way to the far point, but a turnover. Here's Jolie Aker. Jolie Aker gives this one up to a falling Peyton Varnson. Had room to skate, but lost in edge. Still an opportunity for the Green Wave as a shot from Gelman gets tipped by Janicki. Delano has it below their own goal line. They break it out to the near wing. Bright clears it to center ice, collected by Kleinwachter. Kleinwachter passes it past the red line. Delano clears it. Would have been an icing, but it was stopped by Piper. We play on. Gelman has it, makes a nice move. She's taken down. Penalty upcoming as Gelman was taken down by the knees. It will be a tripping minor. And this is going to be our first power play of the night for either team. East Grand Forks with a 1-goal lead already. thanks to a goal from Laurel Colstow with 8:58 remaining in period number 1. Now have a RBB Electric power play opportunity remaining with 3:45 left in the first. East Grand Forks has all their weapons on the ice, led by Schultz. She wins the face-off and collects that face-off win. She'll hand it off to Kleinwachter. Kleinwachter looking to pass it to Colstow, waiting for it on the back post. Here's Gelman on the near point. Her strong wrist shot misses just wide. Redirects all the way to the far hash marks. Schultz gets possession, wins a puck battle along the end wall. And now East Grand Forks starts their cycling. Losing possession there is Dronen, and Delano is able to gain possession and dump it all the way down. It's played by Piper. Piper taps it to Gelman. Gelman gives it to Colstow on the near wall, whose centering feed is swooped up by Schultz. Schultz's pass just out of reach there of Colstow gets redeflected. Delano picks up the loose puck, and they dump it all the way down. 1:10 remaining on the RBB Electric power play for East Grand Forks. Kleinwachter crossing center ice, entering the attacking end. Rounding the Delano net now to the far side. Her centering feed hits traffic. Loose puck collected by the Tigers once again. Clearing this one out is going to be Ava Werner. Schultz still out there. 48 seconds remaining on the power play. Coming back towards the center of the ice. Fires a wrist shot. Gets deflected. Misses wide. Deflects to the near wall. Hecht at the top of the near circle. Pushes the puck towards the net. Didn't get all of it on it. Delano is able to clear. Only comes out to the red line. Hecht will dump it deep. 25 seconds remaining on the RBB Electric power play for East Grand Forks. Schultz finally goes for a line change, and she gets caught in it. That's going to be too many players on the ice for the Green Wave. They had 6 skaters out there. Schultz going for a line change. Has the puck hit her in the skate. Serving the penalty for the Green Wave is going to be Keely Janicki. So we will play 4-on-4 for the next 20 seconds until the tripping minor to Gwyneth Beck expires for Delano Rockford. At which point the Tigers will have 1:40 on the power play. And all of this will come before the first period expires. Only 4 seconds separate the penalty being assessed to the bench of East Grand Forks. Too many skaters on the ice. Not penalty killing quite yet. East Grand Forks dumping this one all the way down. It will be whistled for icing. 1:55 remaining. Just 11 seconds until Delano Rockford will have the skater advantage. Gwyneth Beck will come out of the penalty box, at which point East Grand Forks will be a player short. Delano setting up their power play. They are operating at an efficient clip so far this season. The Tigers are now back at full strength. East Grand Forks is able to clear. Good job there on the near side by Claire McDonald. East Grand Forks scored a shorthanded goal on Tuesday against Crookston, looking to do the same, coming back towards the center of the ice, but having it taken away from her is Aker. Delano coming back the other side. Skating with it is Danielson, the captain for the Tigers. Pass to the far point. Now down low, there's Whitwer. Comes back to the point, shot fired by Herkenhoff, and that's blocked. Doesn't make its way on frame. East Grand Forks picks up the loose puck. They go for a line change. 50 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Delano Rockford. The Tigers re-enter the attacking end, looking to push it towards the net. Not able to clear as East Grand Forks stopped there by Herkenhoff. They center loose puck on top of the crease. Schultz is able to get it out of harm's way. She's still skating with it. She enters the attacking zone. She rifles a shot, trying to beat the netminder 5-hole. Collects her own rebound, skating to the far side, pushing a shot towards the net on the backhand. 20 seconds remaining. This is a one-player, basically penalty kill. Great use of just burning clock by Blake Schultz. East Grand Forks feeling like they can get a shorthanded goal, much like they did on Tuesday. Just 9 seconds remaining in the period. Schultz gets a turnover at the blue line, but not enough time to do something. She has her eyes towards the net. Right as I say that, she fires a shot. Glove save. Good job by Savannah Guyan at the buzzer, and that will conclude period number 1. We're going to head to the second and our intermission report. East Grand Forks leading Delano Rockford by a score of 1-0 on our All True Health System scoreboard. When we come back, we will have our intermission break. This is our coverage of Minnesota high school hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop proudly supports our local high school athletes on the field, the court, and beyond. Just like sports, adventure starts with the right gear. The Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure begins.
Welcome back. We're just fixing our All True Health System scoreboard. The score actually 1-0 in favor of East Grand Forks after the opening 17 minutes. That'll bring us to our intermission report, which is brought to you by Grand Forks Welding, the men of steel since the 19th century, 1885, as well as High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water. We're going to bring you through the brief scoring summary that we have and show you a highlight of the goal that gave East Grand Forks this 1-0 lead. It was scored with 8:58 remaining in period number 1. Jammed in at the top of the crease by Laurel Colstow after all the attention from the Delano defense being paid attention to Blake Schultz. Goes to Colstow, and she is able to take advantage of her opportunity. Great breakout initially by the Green Wave. Schultz skating it fluidly through the neutral zone. She takes a spill. Delano thinking they have a turnover. It bounces to Colstow. She has it on the forehand, and a nice shot to take advantage of that opportunity. So that is what has given East Grand Forks this 1-0 lead after the opening 17 minutes of play. That goal and scoring summary brought to you by our friends at Bergstrom Electric. They light the lamp, and indeed it does shine brighter. Trust them for your home projects and your commercial build. The employee-owned professionals at Bergstrom Electric, the sponsor of our scoring summary. After each period and, of course, after the game, East Grand Forks has the Delano Rockford Tigers on their heels. The Tigers have yet to lose a game so far this season. Granted, as we know, still very early on, Tigers with a 3-0 record, but having impressive numbers, averaging over 4 goals scored per game, giving up less than 1 per game as well. So they've been playing efficiently defensively as well as being able to put pressure on their opponents offensively as well have the Tigers. Shots on net after 1 period of play does favor Delano Rockford. They've put 10 shots on net towards Emma Piper, the starting netminder for the Green Wave tonight. The sophomore has stopped all 10 of those chances from Delano. And then East Grand Forks only putting 6 shots on net towards Savannah Guyan, the junior for Delano Rockford. Guyan saving 5 outside of that one. Laurel Coastal able to give East Grand Forks a 1-0 lead, and that is where the score stands after period number 1 on our All True Health System scoreboard. My name is Sam Jensen. I'm doing play-by-play for you tonight. Alongside me is Luca Carpenter. We are proud to have him back as a part of our KNOX Sports Department, the eyes of KNOX Sport, as we like to put it, as we continue with our expanded video coverage of Greater Grand Forks High School athletics. Not our only broadcast tonight, we're in 2 places. The fearless leader, Ryan Cunningham, is over at Eagles Arena in Grand Forks. The Rough Riders playing Roseau, waiting for a score update here. It's 2-1 Roseau. Not sure how much time is remaining, but the Rams have a narrow lead over the Rough Riders. So while we're in intermission, would not hurt my feelings if you switch the channel over to KNOX TV 1, as we're able to stream both of these games. And then the Rough Riders are also on air. We're only having a video coverage tonight for the East Grand Forks girls high school hockey team, as they're up against the Delano Tigers by a score of 1-0 after 1. Ryan Cunningham is bringing you video coverage as well as radio coverage that is on the flagship station, KNOX 1310 AM, as well as 107.9 FM. We're going to take a break here as we're making our way through the intermission report. We'll come back. We'll show you that Colstow goal once again. This intermission report brought to you by High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water, and Grand Forks Welding and Machine. We'll be right back.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Will Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our #1.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Welcome back to our coverage of East Grand Forks Girls High School hockey on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. We're still in the first intermission report after one period. East Grand Forks leading the Delano Rockford Tigers by a score of 1-0 thanks to a goal scored by Laurel Colstow, the senior forward, getting an assist from her classmate number 8, Blake Schultz. And that's all the scoring we've had through 17 minutes. Been really impressed with East Grand Forks' positioning on defense, keeping the opportunities outside. Delano's pushed the puck towards the net and collapsed pressure towards the crease a couple of times. But great job by Emma Piper to really limit the rebounds that she's giving up, not giving Delano any second chance opportunities up until this point. So our score still remains 1-0 in favor of East Grand Forks. This intermission report is brought to you by our partners. Our partners for our intermission sponsorship are going to be High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water. Quality water really will improve every aspect of your life. Of course, it'll be better tasting water. It'll be softer clothes after you wash them. And it will be cleaner dishes as well. So high quality water, get your system upgraded with High Plains Water. And then our other intermission sponsor as we're wrapping up this first intermission report is Grand Forks Welding, the men of steel since all the way back in the 19th century, 1885. Have them make any changes that you need to make to your equipment after a busy planting, busy harvest season. High Plains Grand Forks Welding will be able to make the fixes that you need to make on your gear. We're getting ready for period number 2. The referee's coming back out onto the ice. We're going to show you that goal that we have. This highlight is brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. Once again, the goal scored by Colstow goes to Schultz at her own blue line. She brings it through center ice, puts on the brakes, gets taken down. Delano thinking they have a turnover. Puck gets poked to Colstow, and she snipes it home, high glove side. And that is why the score is where it stands, 1-0 East Grand Forks over the Delano Rockford Tigers. Playing at even strength. Both teams had a power play opportunity there towards the end of period number 1. East Grand Forks' was cut short. We had a brief period of 4-on-4. Then Delano had well over a minute with the man advantage. They were unable to take advantage of that opportunity, and they have been held scoreless despite outshooting the Green Wave 10-6 after one period of play. Both teams back out onto the ice. We're going to take one last break. When we come back, period 2 inside the Civic Center. East Grand Forks Girls High School Hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersales.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Welcome back. We are ready to start period number 2. This period brought to you by PS Garage Doors. The PS stands for Pride in Service. Put 17 minutes back up on the clock, and now East Grand Forks on your screen will make their way left to right. Delano Tigers trying to even things up at 1, making their way right to left. It's the Tigers who get possession after the opening faceoff. Their shot rings around to the near corner. Kleinwacher fending the forechecker for the Tigers. That's Phoebe. Comes back to the point. Danielson's hard wrist shot, glove save by Piper. Stoppage just 14 seconds into the second period. And the Tigers are putting the pressure on early here against the top line for the Green Wave. Schultz wins it back to Kleinwachter. She'll ring it around to the far side. Kolstow gets pressed up against the boards, but she leaves it for Schultz, who picks it up full stride. Maneuvering on some wet ice. She gets that one over to Dronin. She tries a one-time shot, misses wide. Loose puck gets rung around all the way to the far hash marks. Gelman will hold it in for the Green Wave. Her shot goes onto the stick of Danielson, and she'll clear out towards center ice for the Tigers. East Grand Forks quick to regroup. Kolstow from the far blue line dumps it into the near corner. Schultz is the forechecker. Hecht is able to keep the zone. Good job there. Dronin unable to slide it over to Schultz, and the Tigers are able to get it out of their defensive zone. Delano will go for a line change as they dump this below the goal line of the Green Wave. Dronin's centering breakout pass is broken up. A turnover that causes an opportunity for the Tigers. Shot coming from Thompson is saved by Piper. Rebound goes below the goal line, comes back to the point. Shot coming there from Macy Guyen. Loose puck to the far corner, and it's picked up by Addie Gelman. Addie Gelman, smooth skater, will put it on her forehand, and it will be a glove save for the netminder of Delano, Savannah Guyen. 15:23 remaining in period number 2, still 1-0 thanks to the Laurel Kolstow goal in the first. Offensive zone draw is won by East Grand Forks, comes back to the point, but a shot towards the net is intercepted by Delano's Herkenhoff. She enters the attacking zone, gets pushed to the outside by McDonald, and Brooke Hecht collects a loose puck in the near corner. She turns it over. Opportunity for Herkenhoff. Save is made by Piper. East Grand Forks' Peyton Varnson picks it up at the far wall. She skates through center ice. Puts the brakes on at the far hash marks in the attacking end. Gets pressed up against the boards. Takes a spill. Delano collects the loose puck, and they dump it all the way down. That will be an icing, which will stop our clock with 14:43 remaining in period number 2 on our Ultra Health System scoreboard. East Grand Forks leading Delano, who is yet to get a loss so far this season. They're a perfect 3-0, still very early on, admittedly, but East Grand Forks playing high-quality hockey despite getting outshot 13-6. Not a whole lot of high-quality shots from the Tigers through the entirety of the first period, and early on, here's a chance at top of the crease, throwing a shot towards the net, but missing is Jolie Akers. She had that in a grade A scoring area. A shot from the point from Kleinwachter hits traffic, deflected to the far corner, and Delano will clear this, collected at the East Grand Forks blue line by Kiera Bai. Bai's pass to the near side, bounces. Delano trying to push it deep. It's picked up by Janicki. Janicki at the top of the circles, her shot saved. Rebound goes to the far corner. Guyen, nice deflection. Gelman keeps it in for the Green Wave. She brings it to the near wall, drops it off to Kleinwachter at the point. Her shot makes its way to Guyen. She saves it to the far corner, picked up by Janicki. She cycles it to Aker, back to Janicki. At the near goal line, comes back to the point. Kleinwachter shot, rebound far side. Oh, it was right at the feet of Rasmussen. Strong shot from the point of Ava Kleinwachter. Excellent shift there for East Grand Forks. Delano will clear. That will stop the clock with 13:35 remaining in the second. East Grand Forks applying excellent pressure in the attacking end, threatening to expand their lead to 2 here early on in the second. Faceoffs won, but now we have a turnover at the East Grand Forks blue line. Coming out of her net is Piper, and she will steer that out of harm's way out to center ice. East Grand Forks trying to regroup in their own zone. Magana skating behind her own net. She's being pestered by the forechecker, Elena Pettit. This is the top line out there for Delano. This could be a potential mismatch, a one-timer. Pettit not able to get all of it on that attempt. It comes to the near wall. Magana is able to get it out to center ice. D to D they go. Herkenhoff finds her defensive partner, Connor. Pass to the near wing. Good defense being applied at center ice by East Grand Forks. Delano is just going to push this one deep below the goal line of East Grand Forks, and the Tigers go for a line change. Magana makes a nice composed pass in her own zone to Bieland. First time we've said the name of Kinsley Bieland, the 8th grader for East Grand Forks, getting some ice time. Waiting for it at the near East Grand Forks blue line. Delano trying to spring an opportunity, a deflection up front. Deflected off the skates of Macy Guyen, but standing tall is Emma Piper. She's playing solid so far early on, not giving up a lot of second chance opportunities either. Is able to stop the redirection. Defensive zone draw upcoming for the Green Wave. 12:18 remaining in the second. Schultz throws on the brakes, and she's going to have her breakout pass go to the far side. Colstow crosses center ice and then chases after her dump in. The Tigers are able to break it out towards center ice where Schultz scoops it at the red line. She'll retreat all the way to the top of the circles in her own end. Still waiting for the right opportunity to advance. Her pass gets deflected. East Grand Forks' Dronin is able to advance it forward into the attacking end for the Green Wave. Delano immediately able to clear, and now an opportunity coming back the other way, but a great active stick on the back check. The defenseman, Addie Gelman, saving what could have been a breakaway opportunity for Delano Rockford. East Grand Forks potentially getting a little too aggressive offensively, leading to a couple of what could have been odd man rush opportunities for the Tigers. Gelman utilizing her skating ability to break up that opportunity. Delano clears with tired legs on the ice, and it goes all the way down. It will be whistled for an icing with just over 11 minutes to go in period number 2. The Green Wave still holding on to that 1-0 lead. Starting to apply more consistent pressure, and a lot of it thanks to the second line that's out there right now. On the far side, you have Peyton Varnson, and then centering the line is Janicki along with Jolie Aker. They've been an effective young line for the Green Wave tonight, applying a lot of pressure. Expect them to pot one. Nice breakout pass for the Tigers. It hops over the stick of its intended target, Elena Lean. Kleinwachter has it below her own goal line. She'll skate it out of the defensive zone for the Green Wave. Passes it to Janicki, who enters the attacking end on the near side. Her shot from the top of the near circle gets deflected. Good active stick by Claire Herkenhoff. And it goes up into the netting, which will result in a stoppage. Now just 10:35 remaining in period number 2. And once again, we're playing catch-up here. Not too terribly far behind, so we're going to have our scoreboard reflect what's being displayed inside the Civic Center. Janicki trying to win it to the near side. Delano gains possession. That's Danielson. She rings it around to the far wall, and the Tigers are able to break it out. Here comes Whitwer. Whitwer, the leading scorer for the Tigers, passes it to the near side. Shot gets deflected off the stick of Violet Phoebe. Good defense. I believe that was Brooke Hecht back for East Grand Forks. May have deflected that shot attempt from Phoebe. Delano with another odd man rush opportunity. Delayed icing as East Grand Forks thought they had an opportunity. Here's their second chance. Peyton Varnson slicing her way through the defense, running out of real estate right on top of the crease, unable to get a shot off. Delano will clear it to the far wall. Elena Pettit will cross center ice and dump it deep. The Tigers go for a line change. Aker trying to advance it forward along the near wall for East Grand Forks. Teams battle for possession near center ice. And finally, Delano will throw it onto the stick of Kleinwachter in her own end. avoids a turnover, breaks it out to the far side. Skating with it for the Green Wave is Braley Rasmussen. She'll dump it deep, and the Wave will go for a line change themselves. Sydney Connor skating it out of her own end and all the way through center ice, entering the attacking end for the Tigers. Has this one poked away from her by Gelman. Comes back to the point. The shot fired by Macy Guyen. Misses wide, comes to the near side. Schultz picks up a loose puck, trying to skate with speed, loses possession. Delano able to maintain offensive zone possession just for a brief moment. East Grand Forks gets it to center ice, but back to work goes Delano. They get fresh legs back onto the ice. Schultz pass to the near wing. Here's Kinsley Bieland. Bieland dumps it and chases after her dump into the near corner. Delano wins a puck battle. They try break it out. Cross ice pass does not hit its intended target. It's collected by Kiara Bai at the far red line. She advances it to Schultz. Her shot saved by Savannah Guyen. East Grand Forks still on the attack. Kleinwachter pushes it forward to Schultz. Schultz in the far corner, trying to evade a defender for Delano. Applying the pressure is Zoe Gardner. Hard hit in the near side below the goal line. No penalty called. We continue to play. Things are getting physical inside the Civic Center. Schultz thought that she was passing that one back. Miscommunication, and Delano is able to breathe a sigh of relief. East Grand Forks not going for a line change, still applying pressure on the forecheck. The Tigers, however, are not able to get it out. Turnover at the Tiger blue line. East Grand Forks gets it deep. Here's Dronen looking for a centering feed. Schultz picks up a loose puck. She loses it. Delano will not be able to clear. Good job by Brooke Hecht to hold the zone on the near side. Finally, Delano collects a loose puck, and they are exhausted. This will result in a stoppage with 7:19 remaining. They dump it all the way down, and that's an icing. So an offensive zone faceoff upcoming for East Grand Forks, and it really feels like they're controlling the pace of play here as of late. East Grand Forks skating really well tonight against Delano. Non-conference matchup. Aker, her shot is deflected, goes to the far corner, scooped up by Sydney Connor, and icing is called off, saying that that one's deflected, forces Hecht to play it below her own goal line. It results in a turnover. Here's Phoebe. Top line out there for Delano, and they're trouble. Whitwer right on top of the crease. She plays it with a hand pass. East Grand Forks getting aggressive. That's their top scoring line. Whitwer through 3 games has 3 goals and 4 assists, so she's used to filling the back of the net and distributing to her line mates. The entire team held scoreless. Tights are tightening up. Shots are tightening up, I should say. 15-1 still in favor of Delano Rockford. Comes back to Hecht. Her shot just trying to get it on net. Goes on to the stick of Sydney Connor instead. Give and go back to Connor. Has it on top of the far circle. She's going to circle around the net, continuing to look for a centering feed. All the way back to the near point. She continues to circle the wagons. Pass to the far side. Whitwer has it. Whitwer's centering feed broken up by Claire McDonald. Claire McDonald to Brooke Hecht to the near side. East Grand Forks unable to break it out. Delano rings it around all the way to the far hash marks. Waiting for it is Varnson. She tries to use the boards, and she is able to get that one out. It's picked up by Janicki. Janicki to Aker on the near side. Aker in the near corner just chasing down a loose puck. Could have been a 2-on-1 opportunity. Aker trying to find a way to make her way back towards the front of the net. Runs into traffic. And Varnson will try cycle that one back down low, but it's broken up by the Tigers, and they clear out to center ice. Gelman has it. Sees a lot of room to skate in front of her. She's going to take this one herself. Here goes Gelman on the backhand. Wrap around. Oh! Looking on the near side for Varnson. Gelman looked up, and she had a lot of room to skate, and she wisely took advantage, bringing that puck to the net, led to an opportunity on the near post. Kleinwachter pushes it deeper for East Grand Forks. Goes back to the far point. Rasmussen was waiting on the near post. Not able to get a stick on that shot from Gelman. And the Green Wave are able to hold the zone. Gelman has it on the far side. Her shot misses wide once again. Will ring around to the near point. East Grand Forks really controlling the pace of play. Really impressive skating here in period number 2. Rasmussen with it in the slot. Has it poked away. This foot race is won by the Tigers. Rubbing off the forward for Delano was Addie Gelman, and she's going to be whistled for an interference penalty with 4:53, right as East Grand Forks was absolutely had all the momentum in this game. Delano is able to clear, and skating with it for the Tigers that looked like 27, Say Elite, was moving with some speed, but she was rubbed out by Gelman, who had an impressive shift as East Grand Forks was applying that pressure. Is called for an interference minor. Here comes Schultz, 2-on-1 for East Grand Forks, coming in with Colstow. Schultz to Colstow, off her skate, oh! And now we have a whistle. The net is off. East Grand Forks coming in 2-on-1. It's Blake Schultz, Laurel Colstow. Schultz slides it over to her classmate. Goes off the skates of Colstow, gets redirected to the far post. And that's when the goaltender slid back, and forcing the net to come off its moorings is Savannah Guyen. East Grand Forks, they had a short-handed goal against Crookston on Tuesday. And they have the skaters to be able to spring an opportunity short-handed. Winning this puck battle for the Tigers is Thompson. She'll bring it back to the near point. Delano finally able to get their power play set up. Far side one-timer. Save made by Piper. 1:19 remaining on the man advantage for the Tigers. Here's Beck with it. Comes back to the point. Campos shot blocked by Schultz. And the return pass back to the point does not hit its intended target, and we have a foot race. Foot race is just about tied. Campos will come away with possession. Her breakout pass to the far wing is broken up. Schultz is able to take it away from the intended target. That was Elena Pettit. And Schultz circles the wagons in the neutral zone. Now enters the attacking end. Here's an opportunity on the backhand. Glove save is made by Guyen. Schultz making an opportunity for herself with her feet, is not able to convert on the backhand, and now she uses her body, and a hit is made. No penalty is called. We play on. 30 seconds remaining on the RBB Electric power play for the Delano Rockford Tigers. East Grand Forks continues to apply pressure short-handed. That's Janicki below the goal line. Delano is able to break it out. Now they have numbers coming back the other way. Here's Violet Phoebe. Phoebe gets a shoulder, and now we have some pushing and shoving going on after the whistle. Some extracurricular activity taking place after the whistle. An initial penalty is called against East Grand Forks. We know we have a 2-minute roughing. It will be assessed to the Green Waves number 15, Keely Dronin, as she put a shoulder into the forward. It looked like number 9 taking most of that, the force of that hit. That's Violet Phoebe. And the referees will have a conference to see whether these will be coincidental minors perhaps, or if East Grand Forks will instead go to continue to play 5-on-3. Still 6 seconds remaining on the minor for East Grand Forks is Addie Gelman. That was an interference penalty. And the referees are having an extended dialogue back and forth, waiting to make a decision. East Grand Forks fans waiting for the penalty box to open for Delano Rockford. I'm not seeing any activity taking place, and it looks like it will be coincidental minors based off of the hand signals I'm seeing. It will be a neutral zone face-off. Someone's going to have to serve the penalty for Delano. And we have to stop our clock with 2:59 remaining. Actually, we have to catch up, so this is a blessing in disguise. Someone still has to come serve the penalty for the Tigers. It appears they're just letting the Delano coaching staff pick someone off the bench, and they're going with Claire Herkenhoff. So it will be coincidental. We'll play 5-on-4 for the next 6 seconds, then we'll return to even strength 5-on-5. Neutral zone face-off, one forward by East Grand Forks. Here's Aker. Aker has it taken away at the Delano blue line by Elena Pettit. Pettit moving it forward. And we have a whistle, unsure as to why, as the puck went out of play. A stoppage with 2:50 remaining in the second. Some extracurricular after the most recent whistle. And just some coincidental roughing minors against both of these teams has us playing 5-on-5 in the later stages here of period number 2. Brooke Heck trying to hold the zone on the near wing. She does so. Delano has to try regroup. Captain defender Ruby Danielson skates it out to center ice, pushes it forward for herself, trying to make her way back towards the center of the playing surface, but she loses possession. Kleinwachter starts the breakout over to the far wall. There's Varnson, makes a forechecker miss, still skating with it, crosses the red line, and now she's entering the attacking zone. Toe drag, leaving that one for Janicki, and one too many moves. Delano Tigers are able to take this one away. Doing so for Delano New Rockford is Avery Thompson. Save made by Piper. And East Grand Forks utilizes the glass to push the puck out towards center ice. Pass through the neutral zone is broken up. Delano is still able to push it into the attacking end where Brooke Hecht gains possession. Numbers coming back the other way for East Grand Forks. Pass to the far side looking for Varnson. Janicki unable to get that pass all the way across the top of the slot. Would have been an excellent play. East Grand Forks had numbers. Looked like a 3-on-1 developing. Delano able to put a stop to that opportunity. Here comes East Grand Forks coming back the other way. End to end we go. Jolie Aker getting wrapped up and pushed to the near corner. Size advantage in favor of the Delano Tiger. Ruby Danielson there. She pushes it forward to the far hash marks. Schultz makes a move back towards the high slot and has it poked away. Comes back to the East Grand Forks blue line. 1 minute remaining in period number 2. Schultz has it at her own goal line. And she will skate this one out for the breakout. Turns it over at her own blue line, and the Green Wave have to regroup. Here's Bai. Bai rings it around all the way to the far wall, and Schultz is able to pick up a loose puck, and it's a foot race. Schultz is tired. She has it at the far dot. She makes a move, but standing tall is Savannah Guyen. Schultz made a move on top of the crease, going back to her forehand. Guyen not biting. We play on, just 20 seconds remaining. Here's Whitwer. Had an opportunity in an advantageous position on the low slot. 10 seconds left. Here's Colstow. Colstow pushes it below the goal line of Delano Rockford. Her spinorama centering feed hits traffic, and Whitwer's going to hold on to this one in the near corner to take us to the end of period number 2. No scoring in the second. East Grand Forks holds on to their 2-0 lead. We're headed to the third second intermission coming up. East Grand Forks hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Nelson Auto in Grand Forks is proud to sponsor area athletics. We know the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto in Grand Forks, home to Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
Welcome to the second intermission reports of East Grand Forks Girls High School Hockey on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. After 2 periods of play, the Green Wave, the Green Wave leading the Tigers of Delano Rockford by a score of 1-0 off the back of a goal coming back in period number 1 with 8:58 remaining in the opening frame. A goal from Laurel Colstow. We'll show you that replay. The assist going to Blake Schultz. No scores or replays to show you coming from period number 2. Blake Schultz, once again, this is a highlight from period number 1. The only goal we have on our Ultra Health System scoreboard goes to Colstow right on top of the slot, and she takes advantage of that opportunity, high glove side, and that's the only scoring we have. A really brief scoring summary brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. They light the lamp, and indeed it does shine brighter. The sponsor of our scoring summary sponsor on KNOX Live Sports. Looks like a good game unfolding over at Eagles Arena in Grand Forks. Red River was down 2-1 versus Roseau. Our most recent score update has the Riders charging back, now trailing Roseau by a score of leading Roseau by a score of 3-2 in their season opener over in Grand Forks, and we have that coverage available for you. So just click the logo of our channel and then press the live tab, and you'll see the selection of either this broadcast or the one taking place at Eagles Arena. That's being called by Ryan Cunningham and Ryan Coots. Looks like it's coming down to the wire in period number 3, the season opener for Grand Forks Red River. Over here inside the Civic Center, once again, still a 1-0 lead for the Green Wave over the Tigers. We're in the second intermission report with the Zamboni taking his first couple of laps around the ice. This intermission report brought to you by Grand Forks Welding, the men of steel since 1885, and High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water. Luca Awesome Water will improve every aspect of your life. Better tasting water, softer skin, softer clothes, and you will have an ability to upgrade your water system at an affordable cost by contacting the professionals at High Plains Water. Them and Grand Forks Welding, the sponsors of our intermission report on KNOX Live Sports. Shots have tightened up in period number 2. Delano still leading in that department. 17-13 is the marking in the shot category in favor of the Tigers. East Grand Forks was trailing by a larger margin after period number 1, so they really tightened things up there in period number 2, and that was apparent with the play that we saw on the ice. I don't think the shots on net really reflect what we're seeing unfold in front of us inside the Civic Center. East Grand Forks really controlled the pace of play for the lion's share of that second period, really kind of picking up on the momentum that they gained after that goal from Colstow. The Green Wave played really well to close out the first, and they were able to just pick up where they left off in period number 2, generating a lot of offensive opportunities from all around. Not just Blake Schultz. Certainly she had a couple, most notably on that rush on the far side where she tried to make a move right on top of the crease, but also defender Addie Gelman, the 8th grader, picked up the puck at center ice as Delano Rockford was going for a line change, realizing that she has a lot of room to operate, turned on the burners and had a wraparound opportunity on the backhand that was stopped by Savannah Guyen. Then also for East Grand Forks, they're doing a great job offensively, but defensively, as we take another look at these keys to the game that we mentioned during the pregame report, They're also supporting their goaltender, Emma Piper, in net, the sophomore, coming into tonight's matchup, having shared the net so far this season with Reese Kasager. Piper coming into tonight with a 4.5 goals against and a save percentage of .875, playing very stout tonight for the Green Wave. And East Grand Forks taking a look while we have this graphic up, also trying their best to stretch the ice. You're seeing a lot of these passes originating from the likes of Ava Kleinwachter, from the likes of Sydney McDonald, from Megan Berg, Addie Gelman, from the defensive zone, and they're stretching it up forward to Blake Schultz, to Laurel Colstow, to Keely Janicki, to Jolie Aker. East Grand Forks has been a treat to watch tonight, and they're doing it by executing these keys that we laid out during the pregame show. That segment was brought to you by Jarrell Sports. See what's new for the season. Stop in today. East Grand Forks, after 2 periods of play, leading over the Delano Tigers on our All True Health System scoreboard by a score of 1-0. We're going to take our first break of this second intermission report. This intermission is brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and High Plains Water. We'll be right back with our coverage of East Grand Forks hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
It's game day, and whether you're feeding the family or the entire team, Hugo's is the place to go. Score big with favorites from the meat department, delicious fresh veggies, and don't forget about the bakery to celebrate the big win. Hugo's Family Marketplace, your game day headquarters.
Thief River Glass handles it all. Aluminum storefronts, auto glass, windows, shower enclosures, and more. Just like our athletes, we're built for every season. No job is too big or too small. Call 218-681-1333 for year-round dependable service.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades, or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
For expert sales and service, visit Acme Equipment or online at acmekubota.com.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades, or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
Welcome back to our video coverage of East Grand Forks Girls High School hockey on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. We're in 2 places tonight inside the Civic Center for this matchup between the Green Wave and the Tigers from Delano Rockford, but also over at Eagles Arena as Grand Forks Red River kicks off their boys hockey season. They're playing host to Minnesota opponent Roseau High School. The Rams from Section 8 at the 2A level are currently trailing against Grand Forks Red River near the midpoint of period number 3, so certainly would not be offended if you switch over to that action. You can do so by clicking on the logo of our channel and then clicking on the live tab to find the selections for tonight's broadcast, as well as check out our previous broadcast. Happy to have this extended video and radio coverage for that Red River game, video only for us here inside the Civic Center. And none of it would be possible without our sponsors. Our content is completely free for you to consume. No subscription necessary, no paywall that exists. And it would not be possible without those who support us, including our second intermission sponsor, that being High Plains Water, your home's absolutely clear choice for awesome water, and Grand Forks Welding, the men of steel since 1885. 5, a long history of success from Grand Forks Welding. East Grand Forks really controlling the pace of play there in period number 2. However, nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. Still 1-0 from a goal that came all the way back in the first. That was scored with 8:58 remaining in period number 1. It was potted by Laurel Colstow. The assist coming from Blake Schultz. Schultz, who before the game on Tuesday was recognized for reaching the 200-point mark in her career. Incredible recognition. The athletic director for the Green Wave, Scott Koberinski, coming out onto the ice and recognizing the senior forward for East Grand Forks for achieving that 200-point milestone in her high school career. She has one tonight, and so far as it stands now, it's the game-winning assist. East Grand Forks would like to provide some additional insurance. Of course, this next goal going to be very big here in period number 3 as the Zamboni comes off the ice. Delano boys playing East Grand Forks tomorrow afternoon for some matinee Minnesota high school hockey. Of course, we will have coverage available for that game for you on KNOX Live Sports. We'll have video-only coverage, so for those of you watching right now, you'll know where to find it on our YouTube channel or on our website at knox.com under the Live Sports tab. The Delano girls tomorrow will travel to Thief River Falls. The boys are going to be in East Grand Forks tomorrow, like we mentioned. Tonight they're playing War Road, so a little bit more traveling for the boys than the girls. Delano Rockford co-oping together to form this Tigers hockey team. They lost in the section semifinal last year, as did East Grand Forks. East Grand Forks losing to Crookston in the section semis a season ago, beating the Pirates in the conference opener to begin the 2025-26 season on Tuesday, and that was a low-scoring affair. So East Grand Forks defense really have been improved, have been impressive, I should say. Not much data to go off of early on in the season, but the Green Wave are performing strongly defensively at least the last 5 periods. We'll see if that will continue on into the third. We're going to take one final break. When we resume, we'll have the third for you. This is KNOX Live Sports, bringing you East Grand Forks hockey.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need: turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Nelson Auto in Grand Forks is proud to sponsor area athletics. We know the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto in Grand Forks, home to Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
And we welcome you back. We don't want to miss a minute of the action as we're starting the big one, period number 3. Center ice face-off is battled for a second there, eventually won back by the Delano Tigers. Colstow pushes it forward to Schultz. Schultz trying to get connected with Dronen, streaking towards the net. Great play that developed for East Grand Forks, and they get a shot and a goal in the slot. It's scored by Colstow, her second of the night. East Grand Forks is up 2-0. Let's show you that replay, brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. After what could have been a great opportunity for Dronen, Schultz trying to find her, streaking towards the back post. A turnover from Delano, and Colstow takes advantage right in the slot. It is 2-0 Green Wave. Colstow has them both. That comes with 16:35 remaining. And it's Colstow from Schultz again. The same exact stat line from period 1 repeats itself in the third, and East Grand Forks gets that always important insurance. They lead by 2 very early on here in period number 3. A great play developed on the rush for the Green Wave. They were not able to cap on that opportunity, but then a turnover that comes right onto the tape of Colstow, and she fires it right away, defeating the netminder Savannah Guyan. And East Grand Forks doubles up their lead, 2-0 on our All True Health System scoreboard. The Tigers now facing an increased sense of urgency, can have a breakaway if they hurry, but a turnover by Gelman. She has a lot of room to operate. She comes back to the near side. She's going to drop it off for Janicki. And it comes up to the crowd. Sand wedge utilized there by Delano's number 7, Sydney Connor, comes out of play with 15:30 remaining in the third. So it will be an offensive zone face-off for East Grand Forks. Here's Varnson behind the net looking for a centering feed. It gets deflected. Goes over to Janicki. Janicki throws on the brakes, trying to make her way back towards the net. Has Aker in the slot, comes back to the point. Hecht whiffs on this one. Here comes Delano coming back the other way. Good job to get back there by Claire McDonald, negating what could have been an odd man rush opportunity for the Tigers. East Grand Forks buzzing right now. Aker's shot, glove save made by Gayan. These top two lines for East Grand Forks have come out absolutely on fire to start period number 3. Walking the line at the blue line for the Green Wave was Aker. Comes back to the near post. Varnson not within reach of that one, and once again the Tigers will clear this one out of play. East Grand Forks continues to pile on the opportunities. They now only trail in the shot department by 3. 17-14 in favor of Delano Rockford in that category. But where it matters on the All True Health System scoreboard, East Grand Forks having scored both of those. As we'll load in the highlight for that second goal for you. We continue to play on. Delano trying to clear it out of their own end. They turn it over. East Grand Forks with it below the Tiger goal line. And the Tigers gain possession and break it out to the near wall. And a deflection right on top of the crease. The puck is still loose, still whacking at it, and finally we get a whistle with 14:18 remaining. We'll get caught up, but great job by Emma Piper to stand tall in the crease. Taking the initial shot, and then the puck was loose. Did not venture far away from Piper, but the entirety of this top line from Delano Rockford continued to whack away at the loose puck. Piper was eventually able to jump on top of it. Delano feeling this increased urgency. They're going to start putting shots on net and crashing the crease. Comes back to Kleinwachter. Her pass to the far hash mark goes on to the tape of Kinsley Bieland. At center ice, Rasmussen gains possession. Pass to the far side, streaking in is Bieland. Her shot towards the net hits traffic, and now Delano breaks it out. With speed, here comes Pettit. Pettit, as soon as she hits the East Grand Forks blue line, throws on the brakes, throws a shot towards the net, easily saved by Piper. They go for a line change, and the Green Wave have a free pass to break it out of their own end. They clear it to center ice, and the Tigers gain possession at their own blue line. Pass through center ice to Beck, gets broken up. Here comes Schultz back the other way. Schultz circles back, now facing the point. Now redirects her attention back towards the net. Her shot hits traffic. That one was blocked by Macy Guyen. East Grand Forks threat not dead yet. Schultz has it on top of the near circle, trying to give it back to Gelman. Gelman able to hold the zone, coming to swoop up the loose puck is Schultz. Schultz back to Gelman. Her shot does not make its way through traffic. Loose puck shot by Schultz. Another blocked shot and a good save by Guyen on the follow-up opportunity. Here comes Colstow looking for a hat trick. Glove save. This puck is still loose. Finally, we get a whistle. That will stop with 12:44 remaining here in period number 3. East Grand Forks continues to pepper the shots on net. They're really controlling the pace of play. They got to be careful, though. Delano's had a couple of odd man rush opportunities. East Grand Forks with this 2-goal lead thanks to the insurance scored by Colstow. Rebound shot right on top of the crease, thrown towards the net by Peyton Varnson. Follow-up save made by Guyen. Here's Janicki, blocker save, goes to the far side, picked up by Kleinwachter. Kleinwachter circles around the net, gets wrapped up, no penalty on the play. Delano not able to break it out, another turnover in their defensive zone. Comes to the point. McDonald unable to hold the line. Streaking back the other way. Here comes Bright. Bright has her stick lifted by Kleinwachter, and that's going to be whistled as a penalty. And East Grand Forks touches up, and they will go to the penalty box. Yet another power play opportunity coming up for the Delano Rockford Tigers with 12:06 remaining in period number 3. Kleinwachter will go to the penalty box. I believe that's hooking. I did not see the official call. Could have been holding as well. The Tigers get their third crack at the RBB Electric power play. And they gain possession after the offensive zone draw. Comes back to the point, but goes over the stick of Pettit. And Pettit wins the foot race against Jolie Aker. Aker continues to apply pressure. Delano passes it over to Connor. Here's Aker. Aker on the backhand. Save made by Guyan. Comes back, picked up by Danielson. Danielson enters the attacking end, has it poked away by McDonald. Poked away by number 7. That's Claire McDonald. And Delano still trying to cleanly enter the attacking zone. Finally doing so is Sydney Connor. Connor shot from the far circle, blocked. Blocked by Janicki. Dumping it below the East Grand Forks goal line. Comes back to Whitwer. With it at the point is Connor. Back to the far side. There's Whitwer. Whitwer's shot looking for a deflection. Misses wide. Looking for a deflection from Phobie down low. Here's Whitwer at the far hash marks. Comes back to Connor at the point. Connor skates towards the middle of the blue line. Gives it back to Whitwer at top of the far circle. Here's Connor. She loads up and has her shot blocked. Great effort there from Janicki, and here's a 2-on-0. Aker and Janicki. Aker with it at the goal line, giving it to Janicki, back door, but unable to get a shot off. End to end we go. Coming back the other way for Delano is Ruby Danielson. Good job there by East Grand Forks' bye to win that foot race. Delano, a threat still available, 20 seconds remaining on the RBB Electric power play. Throwing the shot towards the front of the net, wide open save, great save. Excellent save there from Emma Piper, and she covers up the rebound opportunity. That's an early candidate for our finest auto trim cover of the game. Let's take a look at that replay, brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. A loose puck comes to the near post in a wide open net. Good job by Piper to get to that near post, negating that opportunity. All alone by herself up front for Delano was number 11, Macy Guyen. But Piper shuts the door to preserve a 2-0 lead, and they kill off the penalty with just under 10 minutes remaining in regulation. East Grand Forks with a pivotal penalty kill. The big save coming from their sophomore goaltender. The player who got shut down, Guyen, dumps it in, goes for a line change. Colstow has it in the near corner. Has room to skate to the far side. Passes it to the far wing. Good job to corral that loose puck by Keely Dronin. Nice feed to Schultz coming in all by herself. Stopped on the breakaway. Good play by Dronin to feed Schultz, streaking through center ice, leading to a breakaway. And Schultz had the door slammed shut by the netminder for the Delano Rockford Tigers, Savannah Guyen. And Delano, facing pressure, will dump this one the entire length of the ice down. We'll get caught up. 9:17 remaining on our All True Health System scoreboard. The Green Wave leading the Tigers of Delano Rockford by a score of 2-0. Delano breaks it out after their defensive zone draw. Getting taken down at the blue line of East Grand Forks is Elena Pettit. No call called. We continue to play on. Goes over to the Delano blue line. Retreating back towards it is Liana Lean. She throws it all the way through center ice. It's collected by Schultz at top of her own circles. Schultz slicing through center ice, almost falling to the... and she snipes it! Schultz beats the netminder high glove side. East Grand Forks continues to roll. They lead 3-0 8:45 remaining. Let's take a look at that replay brought to you by American Family Insurance. Tyler Nagel Agency. Schultz doing it all by herself, skating through center ice, rifling a wrist shot from the top of the near circle, and that one beats the netminder high glove side. The Green Wave now lead 3-0. We'll try get this. Oh. They lead 3-0 with 8:40 remaining, so now we will get caught up. I'll write this down. With 8:40 remaining, Schultz gets the unassisted goal, according to the public address announcer here inside the Civic Center. Her 3rd points of the night, 2 assists to Laurel Colstow, and 1 unassisted goal for Schultz, and the Green Wave are up big. 8 minutes remaining in regulation. Really been controlling the pace of play since they scored that goal back in period number 1. Shows you the power of momentum, and a big save that might go unrecognized. It will not up in the penalty or up in the press box. Emma Piper with that save on the penalty kill for East Grand Forks kept it a 2-goal lead, and then Schultz gets that opportunity, rifles a wrist shot home from the top of the near circle. East Grand Forks feeling good about themselves. I'm going to load these highlights in for us, so do not go anywhere. Our post-game report will feature all of the goals that have been scored. 7:30 remaining in this game, and icing will result in a defensive zone draw for East Grand Forks. Feeling good with a 3-goal lead over the undefeated Delano Rockford Tigers, still very early on in the 2025-26 season. And Piper facing some more pressure inside the paints, and she covers that one up, puts ease to the anxiety of East Grand Forks bench and fans. The stoppage will come with 7:24 remaining in period number 3. East Grand Forks wins the defensive zone draw. Skating is Varnson, has some room to operate. Enters the attacking zone, puts on the brakes, comes back to the point. Kleinwachter is able to hold the zone. Return pass to Varnson, being pestered the entire time. Gives it to Aker. Backhand pass, Janicki. Oh, almost a highlight reel save. Great chemistry on display from East Grand Forks. Now I just got to load in this 3rd goal, and we are really prepared here for our post-game report once the final buzzer sounds inside the Civic Center. Just under 7 minutes to go in regulation. 3-point night for Blake Schultz. 2 assists on the first 2 goals, and then an unassisted goal on the 3rd. East Grand Forks, what they're doing now is what they've been doing the entirety of this matchup, really controlling the pace of play. Great job on the forecheck. Good puck movement from the defensive zone. Hecht gives it to Aker, who loses possession. East Grand Forks able to regain it. Varnson from the Delano blue line will ring it around to the far corner, and the Green Wave will go for a line change. Tigers still facing a partial forecheck. Just throw it out to center ice. East Grand Forks will regroup there. They make a couple of passes in between the blue lines, and they dump it deep themselves, do the Green Wave. Gelman pinching at the far point. She's able to hold the zone. Pushes it forward to the hash marks on the far wall. Delano picks up the loose puck. They clear to center ice. Now the action returns, coming back the other way. Here's lean shot saved by Piper. Rebound comes to the near wall. East Grand Forks clears. And they will clear it all the way down, so that will be an icing, which will stop the clock with 5:45 remaining in regulation. East Grand Forks still with that 3-goal lead over the Delano Rockford Tigers. Taking a look at the shots on net as it's displayed on our Ultra Health System scoreboard inside the Civic Center. Still in favor of the Tigers, 26-22 in that category. But however, as you can see, East Grand Forks leading where it matters most, and that's on the scoreboard. 3 of them. 1 in the first and now 2 in the third. East Grand Forks playing their most impressive hockey here in the third period, and that shows on the box score. Schultz making her way towards the net again, trying to find a streaking Dronen on the back post, but the pass does not reach its intended target. Schultz keeping her head up at all times, not just looking to put the puck on net and trying to score goals for herself, but she really is a playmaker. And you've noticed a lot of times tonight, really looking for that streaking forward coming in with her on the attack to try have that tap-in backdoor goal. Delano dumps this one deep. Under 5 minutes left to go in regulation. Gelman, pass to the near wing. Colstow will skate it out of her own zone. She crosses the red line. Right as she hits the Delano blue line, has her stick lifted. Puck in possession is maintained by Gelman. She dumps it to the far corner. Schultz returning to the high slot. Her shot, pad save, far side. Dronen skates to the rebound. It's on the far wall. Delano still pressed up against the wall. Puck is being protected by Macy Guyen, and she will create some separation for herself and dump it all the way down. Icing is called off. No penalty called, and now we do finally have a late penalty. The ref on the far side will indicate that an interference minor is coming up against East Grand Forks. Ava Kleinwachter, the senior defender captain, goes to the box. She will sit too for interference. Delano will have yet another opportunity on the RBB Electric power play, which has not looked good for them so far tonight. I feel like East Grand Forks' penalty kill has had more opportunities on special teams than have the Tigers from Delano Rockford. East Grand Forks wins the defensive zone draw. A skater short. Comes back to the point for Delano's Sydney Connor. Connor over to the far side, Whitwer. One too many passes for the Tigers. Goes back to Whitwer on the far wing. Back down low. Comes back to Connor at the point. Her shot hits traffic. One-timer on the far side. A swing and a miss from Phobie there. The Tigers still maintain possession. Comes back to Connor. Whitwer, top of the far circle, rifles a shot, pad save, rebound comes all the way to the top of the near circle. Whitwer's shot towards the net gets deflected, and giving chase for East Grand Forks is Gelman, and she's able to clear it all by herself out towards center ice, and we're going to have a penalty coming up. It's a high sticking against Delano, and this will require time in the penalty box. So we will play 4-on-4 for the next minute and 13 as Ava Kleinwachter serves the remainder of her interference call. And going to the penalty box for Delano is going to be number 9, Violet Phobie. The sophomore will serve 2 for high sticking with 3:26 remaining in regulation. We'll play 4-on-4 for the next minute 13. Delano once again not able to strike pay dirt on the RBB Electric power play. Great all-around effort tonight from the Green Wave, offensively, defensively, and on special teams. Gelman holds the zone on the far side. Correction, that's Schultz. She'll give chase below the goal line, and she forces a turnover. Schultz to Gelman. Gelman steps into this wrist shot. Gets redeflected all the way to the far wall. East Grand Forks skating with composure. Schultz from the top of the slot. Shot misses wide. Believe that was deflected before it made its way on frame. Delano pokes this one out, and if they hurry, they might have numbers. Brooke Hecht wins the puck battle and forces it out towards center ice, which causes a delayed offsides, and East Grand Forks can go back. Schultz scoops it up. Pass to the near side. Here's Colstow. She's had 2 goals tonight. Colstow now with 5 goals on the season. Blake Schultz had a goal tonight as well. She has 6 to go along with 2 more assists, so she now has 11 points through. This is game number 6. Claire McDonald rings it around to the near side. Delano at their own blue line looking for a cross-ice pass, almost broken up there by Kiara Bai. East Grand Forks back at full strength. Kleinwachter comes out of the penalty box. As she does so, an opportunity for Delano coming back the other way. Here's Macy Guyen. Guyen getting pressed up against the boards. 30 seconds with the man advantage now for the Delano Rockford Tigers. And we have an injured Tiger in the near corner. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll finish out this matchup between the Green Wave and the Tigers on the KNOX Live Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
And what appears to be a scary injury in the near corner. The injured Delano Tiger is number 11, Macy Guyen. She is being helped off the ice with the support of her teammates, to the applause from fans from both sides. And we will continue to play with 1:50 remaining in regulation. East Grand Forks looking like they're going to cruise to their 4th win of the season, controlling pace of play all night tonight. Not really reflected on the shots on goal category, but certainly is on the All-True Health System scoreboard. An all-around effort from East Grand Forks, offensively, defensively, and on special teams. The play of their goaltender has been strong as well. So great all-around effort from the East Grand Forks Green Wave. They're going to go ahead and win this one. Just under 2 minutes remaining in regulation as we await this neutral zone face-off. This will be taken by Schultz, won by the Tigers, and they will dump it deep below the goal line where Kleinwachter collects it. Kleinwachter goes D to D to Gelman. Gelman with plenty of room to skate. As East Grand Forks is on the power play. Great stretch pass. Dronin streaking in with Schultz. Schultz on the backhand goes over the net. Great stretch pass starting that odd man rush opportunity for East Grand Forks coming from Addie Gelman. Dronin trying to get connected with Schultz. And the Tigers now come to full strength as they're skating it out of their own zone. Looking for a stretch pass themselves off the wall. Too strong. So that will be an icing. Trying to move that one forward was Ruby Danielson for the Tigers. It'll lead to a stoppage with 1:16 remaining in the third. Score still 3-0 East Grand Forks. Offensive zone draw upcoming. Delano wins the defensive zone draw. Sydney Connor skates around to the far wall, and she's going to deflect it off the wall to push it out towards center ice. Connor continues to skate forward, and it looked like she was going to go coast to coast, but an offsides negates what could have been a 200-foot sprint there for Sydney Connor. Continuing to give chase all the way from her own goal line to the East Grand Forks goal line. She enters the attacking end offsides, which will result in this neutral zone faceoff taken by Keely Janicki. Janicki and Aker have developed chemistry tonight. It's been really impressive, the pair of freshmen for East Grand Forks on that second line. They're going to start putting up numbers as this season progresses. Not just Blake Schultz show for the Green Wave. They have a lot of depth both up front and on the back end, and a couple of goaltenders that it appears they feel comfortable going forward with. Reese Kasager, who did not play tonight, and then Emma Piper, who is 35 seconds away from putting together a really good performance this evening. Jolie Aker entering the attacking zone. Gets pressed up against the end wall. Janicki will collect the loose puck, passing it back to the slot. McDonald unable to settle down a puck that was on its end. Leads to an opportunity up front. Janicki unable to fire that one into the back of the net. Just 15 seconds remaining. Delano's going to ice this one all the way down. Call off the icing. Call it off. Here we go. 8 seconds remaining. It's picked up by Sydney McDonald. Correction, that's Claire McDonald. She picks it up and passes it out to the neutral zone, and the final buzzer goes off as Janicki makes her way towards the net. East Grand Forks with an impressive 3-0 shutout victory over Delano on our All-True Health System scoreboard. Blake Schultz with 3 points tonight, 2 assists and 1 goal. Laurel Colstow with 2 goals to start the game, and a 27-save shutout for the netminder. Emma Piper gets the shutout, does the sophomore. 27 saves on the night, made a spectacular save on the penalty kill in the third period, led to a goal for Schultz just moments later. We're going to take one brief break. When we come back, we'll bring you our post-game report. This has been East Grand Forks Hockey on KNOX Live Sports. We'll be right back.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our number one.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
Welcome back. We're going to wrap up our broadcast tonight. East Grand Forks girls hockey with an impressive victory over the Delano Rockford Tigers inside the Civic Center tonight. A 27-save shutout for Emma Piper, and she leads the Green Wave to a shutout victory over the Tigers. Final score on our All-True Health System scoreboard, 3-0. We're going to run through this post-game show with some haste. This post-game show brought to you by the Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure begins, and Spray Advantage, everything you need for the chemical and spraying application on your farm. We're going to go through a scoring summary as we show you the highlights of each of these goals. Getting the scoring started was Colstow with 8:58 remaining in period number 1. Blake Schultz breaks it out through center ice, falls to the ice. All the attention goes towards Schultz, and then a goal by Colstow, putting it home right on top of the crease. Great shot, high glove side. Goal, the second goal for the Green Wave coming in period number 3. This one also scored by Colstow. A good opportunity on the rush, looking to find drone and backdoor was Schultz. Colstow gets a turnover in the high slot, and she takes advantage of that one. And then this final play is going to be our Holloway Junkin Demo play of the game. It's that
and she snipes it.
Top of the near circle.
Schultz beats the netminder, high glove side. East Grand Forks
continue for Blake Schultz, and that's our scoring summary brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. That last goal by Schultz, we'll show it to you again. This is going to be our Holloway Junkin Demo play of the game. Greater Grand Forks leading provider center ice, almost falling services.
She snipes it.
Firing home.
Schultz beats the netminder, high glove side. East Grand Forks continues to
lead, and that would go on to be our final score tonight. So that is our scoring summary, our play of the game. And now we got to give you the Finest Auto Trim cover of the game. Big or small, they will cover it all. This is that great save from Emma Piper.
Throws it all the way
penalty
through
kill
center
in
ice. It's
period
collected by
number 3.
Schultz.
Moments
Top
later,
of
Blake
Schultz
Schultz comes
goes.
back the other way to score a goal.
Schultz
For East
slicing
Grand
through
Forks,
center
and it
ice,
looks like
almost
we're
falling
showing
to
you
the-
that Blake Schultz
and she
goal. That's a
snipes it!
heartbreaker. It was a great save by Piper, but nevertheless, we're not going to be able to show you that highlight during this post-game report. But nevertheless, Piper, the recipient of tonight's PS Garage Doors Player of the Game, as well as the Finest Auto Trim Cover of the Game. Getting a 27-save shutout is Emma Piper, so she is going to be the recipient of tonight's PS Garage Doors Player of the Game. Shout out to the sophomore goaltender for East Grand Forks. Until next time, we'll be back tomorrow afternoon for East Grand Forks boys hockey against the Tigers from Delano Rockford. Sam Jensen, Luca Carpenter, Ryan Cunningham, Cooper Friggy, and everyone else at Leighton Media signing off. Have a wonderful